Okay, hi friends, welcome back to another Renee's Corner video. I'm Tanisha Renee and welcome to Renee's Corner. I am so excited that y'all are here. I have a few little housekeeping things. First, let me hit record on my computer. A few housekeeping things and yeah, so the first housekeeping thing is it was homecoming this weekend at Hampton, and so happy homecoming to all of my Hamptonians. Shout out to y'all. I love you all so much. I think you all are amazing people. Hampton shaped my life in a way that's like really difficult to put into words, but I had one of the best times there. I learned so much about myself, about psychology, and it was really like a very pivotal moment for me, and I think that Hampton is the best. And so yeah, anyways, happy homecoming to Hamptonians. I hope you all are recovering well. I know the Monday after homecoming is always terrible, but I hope you all are recovering well. And it was so great to see all the pictures and stuff from people who got to go home to our home by the sea. The second housekeeping thing is that if you have not already subscribed to Phil's Guide to PsyD, I highly recommend it. And I'm not just saying that because yesterday I was over on his channel. Wow, Nehemiah has not moved all day, but he is currently moving so much. But yes, if you have not checked out Phil's Guide to PsyD, I'll put a little like card thing up here, and I'll put a link down in the description. A video just came out yesterday about me. I was interviewed for his channel. It's a two-part series, and part one is out today, so you can go check it out. It came out yesterday, and I would love it if you did. And please subscribe, like, and comment on his videos. He deserves it. He puts a lot of work and effort into his videos, and they're so informative. So yeah, those are all the housekeeping things. How y'all doing? By the title of this video, you know today we're going to be talking about cover letters. I wish I had talked about I wish I had done this video earlier, but y'all know life be lifing, and yeah, now we're doing it. And I hope that if you have already started your cover letters, maybe this will be helpful, but maybe you're in the next cycle or you're going to be starting your cover letters soon. It might be a little too late to be starting them now, but it's never too late as long as you get them done. So yeah, the only thing I wanted to say before we sort of get into the document portion is that I wish I had spent more time on my cover letters, less time on my essays. I think I spent, like, my essays were good, but I just wish that I spent more time on my cover letters and like more time crafting it. But I think that they came out fun. I really liked the cover letters. I really liked how mine came out, and so I'm going to share the one that was successful with you all. And yeah, so let's get right into that. I'm going to like switch screen. Okay, so first things first, I used a template from, well, not like a template, but I used like a similar formatting that was in the APAGS book. Oops, sorry, I shook the camera. Was in the APAGS book, and also that people in my program had used before. Lots of people get to see like other people's successful API applications, and so I had used some of the stuff to like guide me on how I should set up the document. And yeah, so I'm trying to read my notes. What else I wanted to say about that? So what I did was I sort of made myself a template to follow for each school. And template sounds like you're not customizing it, but really I wanted each letter to start the same because I had like pretty consistent places that I was applying to, so like none of them really needed to be that different for the cover letter. But we'll get more into that as we go through it. Okay, so this is what my cover letter looks like. At the top it has headings, the St. Louis University emblem. I don't know if we're actually allowed to do that, but all the people in my program did it, and so I did it. And then over here you can see my name. I gave them my like mailing address, phone number, email, right? And so then I put the date as the due date, clearly, because it's important. And then like this first section, like right here, hang on, let me highlight it. This section right here was standard for every application, every cover letter. So I say, dear so-and-so, whoever the training director was, members of the admissions committee, blah, blah. This is the part where you really just write, you know, like, hey, I'm really excited to be applying. Here's where I'm at grad school. My program's accredited. I feel like my clinical interest and your clinical interests align. I'm really excited about X, Y, and Z. Here's my application, my appy, my transcripts, my CV, 3 letters of recommendation, and my essays, right? Like this part's pretty standard. It's really about like telling you like who I am at a surface level, my program, and that I'm applying to your program, right? So then we move on to section 2, which I feel like was the hardest section to write. So this section is really about like some overarching experiences that make me a good match for this program. This part stayed pretty much the same for all of mine because I don't know why. I thought it was really strong. And so like I talked about the training I've already had. So I had a lot of clinical psych training with school children, adolescents, and I had some adults, but mainly like emerging adults age. So this part pretty much stayed the same. This is sort of like the experiences I've had, blah, blah, blah. This has brought me to this point of which I'm applying to your program, and I'm applying, like if the program has a specific track, I'm going to apply to this track because of my experiences I listed above. And so what we see here is like this program had a clinical child track. And so I bolded that. I don't know if there's any like hard and fast rule about bolding the stuff or not, but whatever, you know, I mean, it matters, but like in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters that much. I just wanted to bold it because I wanted to make sure these things stood out so they could see easily, like even if they're just scanning it, like easily about the things that I like about the program. So I was like, hey, I'm applying to your child track, blah, blah, blah. This next section is the most important. And so this is where I'm going to spend more time on. I set this up as like goals, right? So I'm only sharing one goal here because obviously one, I don't want y'all to copy and paste what I say because our experiences are different and you should be writing whatever is applicable to you. But 2, this paragraph I felt was the strongest and had the strongest evidence of like why I wanted to do this track, right? And so for each place, I tried to have at least 3 goals, like 3 big picture goals. I usually had 2 immediate training goals and 1 like long-term goal related to what the program does. So for example, for this place, I had the 2 short-term goals were young child neurodevelopment assessments. I wanted to do baby autism evaluations. I wanted to get more experience with teenagers in outpatient. And long-term goal, I wanted to get more school-based psychology treatment. So I don't have any of those in there, but that's how I sort of set it up. And so you have 2 pages, and so make good use of those 2 pages. And so here I talk about I really want to do this young child autism, baby autism assessment. And so what I do is every paragraph is kind of set up the same. I mean, obviously you have to wordsmith it to make it beautiful, but like every paragraph is set up the same, right? So number 1, like, here's my goal, broad picture. My goal here was like, first, I want to continue developing competency in conducting autism evaluations. And so I feel like my goal is this autism evaluation, and oh my gosh, surprise, you all have autism evaluations for babies. And this would be an exciting opportunity because that's my goal. I want to do more things with this thing. I want to do more baby autism evaluations. Oh my gosh, shocker, you all have that. So I would be thrilled to have this opportunity to do that, right? So then I go into here's why I would take advantage of that. Like, I've had this experience at SLU doing autism evaluations and they have been really great, and COVID kind of messed them up, but I'm really excited about developing these skills even further, right? And so that's what you should do for your goals for each program, right? So this specific site had baby autism, but like, you know, let's just say SLU was another site I was applying to. If SLU didn't have baby autism, I wouldn't talk about how excited I was to do autism evaluations, right? I hope that makes sense, and I hope you all are getting it. These paragraphs, the goals paragraph, are really about selling the fit of your experiences to what they have to offer. That is like the most important. And then also you really want to read on the APIC, like if they have what they want in their cover letters. Some places will be like, I want more long-term, or I want to know about your long-term goals. Other places will have specific things that you need to address in your cover letter. So follow that to like a T, right? All right. So I hope this made sense. I feel like I was rambling there for a second, but I really hope it made sense. So then you go into your second and third goal. I tried to have 3 for each place. I don't know why. I just thought 3 was good, and that's what the book said to do, and that's what my lab mates, my older lab mates had said. So I did that. So then on to this last the second to last section. So this is where you're basically going to gas up the program and tell them like another reiteration of why you are a good fit. So like, I believe this place is an exceptional match for my clinical skills that I've already had, the clinical experiences I've already had, and my long-term career goals. And so you say something like, basically you're gassing up the program. Like, you all are so amazing and it's such a good fit that I need to go here to get the training that I need, right? And so then you're gonna say something about like my skills. What did I say? I'm gonna read it. Okay, so my skills as a future clinical psychologist. This is not the final version. So my skills as a future clinical psychologist. I said something about like my goals and values. Yeah, this is not the final version. I'm sorry, but this is a version, I guess. This isn't the version. Oh yeah, I can see about the track changes. So I said something about like my goals and values align very good with the goals and values that your program have. Your staff and faculty of the organization are very intelligent, competent, amazing trainers, and I would love to be trained by you all. Then I say something about my flexibility and collaborative disposition, because I feel like those are things that really are like true to me. Like, I'm super flexible, and I'm like really like, collaboration is really important to me, and being a part of collaborative teams is important to me. And I wanted to make sure I said something about that important part of me in this last little bit of the letter, because this is the last little bit they're gonna see, right? Hopefully that makes sense. This is a bad version, so just don't write this, but you know, make it your own. The Apex books has really good suggestions, but also if like other people in your program have applied, sorry, my nose is starting to get itchy because I've been talking way too much. Yeah, if other people in your program have applied, you can always ask to see their cover letters about how they ended it. And so then the final section is, I always say thank you for your time and consideration. I don't know if there's like strong preferences about why you should do this or if you should say something else. I did want to thank them for their time. They are very busy faculty members and staff members taking time for my application, and so I wanted to make sure they felt appreciated. Then I use a signature, and then I put my name, and then put doctoral candidate clinical psychology. I was told that that's all you should say. Like, you don't list all the other positions you have. They have your CV. They know what other positions you're in. So this one should be very streamlined signature. So doctoral candidate, clinical psychology, where I go to school, and then I put my phone number and email at the bottom again. And that is my cover letter. I feel like I went through that really fast. Let's check how long we've been recording. Oh, 13 minutes, that's not too bad. So yeah, that's basically how I did this. I think walking through a cover letter is really helpful, and I think hopefully that goals section made sense. But yeah, basically that is my cover letter, and I hope this helps you like sort of think about formatting and think about organizing and what you really need to say in the cover letter, because I feel like some of the advice out there is very vague about how to do your cover letters, and it's not helpful if it's vague. So yeah, we just walked through mine. I do hope this was helpful. If you have watched this far, if you have questions, like be sure to leave those below. I'm trying to do better with like answering questions and stuff like that on the channel, because I just get overwhelmed when people like comment back, but I love them. Like, I read them like, oh my gosh, this is so sweet. This person took the time out to respond to me. And then I read it and then I forget, because I just be all over the place, to be honest. So I forget, but just because I respond slow doesn't mean that I don't appreciate it. So if you have questions about cover letters, please leave those below. I'm gonna try to answer those first, because those are most pressing, especially if you're applying by November 1. It's October 23rd right now, so there's that. So I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched to this far, leave a blue emoji for Hampton. Go Pirates. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. I love you all so much. Oh, you can't even see my shirt. Sorry. Go Hampton. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. I love you all so much. Bye.